Hey, Jack and Paola, good to see both of you.
Good to see you, Brent.
Wood certainly appreciates the ongoing work that you, Jack, and the Blades International team does to monitor the FX rates that Wood is receiving from its global banks, ensuring rate compliance and what we call here FX rate integrity.
Yes, well, Grant, we feel it's a pretty good story. Wood Group has benefited from the transparency on their FX procedures using the FX rate integrity process. You have saved us a considerable amount of money over the years.
No, that's true, absolutely. But you know, initially years ago when we were first approached by Blades International, I thought that really there wasn't much opportunity for either Blades or for Wood Group to improve the margins. However, Wood, like many multinational companies, has a fairly complex international finance and treasury situation with teams in several time zones. And they were authorized to execute trades below the threshold value, but also sometimes they were executing trades above that threshold, which may be because of important trades that had to be done, and Aberdeen was out of the office due to the difference in time zone. Well, it really opened our eyes to the margins that were being charged and provided transparency on our FX work. We knew that banks are counterparties to these trades, and we know they had to make a profit. They're not doing it for nothing. But however, when Blades International, coached us on how to obtain the data to review, and when we got the data, it became apparent that the rates we were being charged were significantly more than they really should be. Of course, there's also the infamous, or the famous, Borland Curve, which shows, not surprisingly, that the more trades you're doing value-wise, the lower your margin should be. So we used all that information to approach the banks to show them that we believed the rates were much higher than they should be, and they agreed. Well, as I said earlier, at the time Blades International started reviewing the FX trades, Wood Group had decentralized businesses which had the authority to execute the trades below a certain threshold, and also sometimes above that threshold, depending on timing difference with Aberdeen. Once these trades are also being done with relationship banks, and we thought, probably naively, that we would be getting a reasonable rate from our relationship banks. However, once Blades obtained the detailed information to enable them to determine what the rate should be, and specifically, I think Jack would obviously confirm this, the timestamp, which is one of the critical pieces of information showing when the exact trade is done. Once Blades got hold of that information, they were able to show that the margins we were being charged were much higher than they should be given the volume we were doing. That enabled us to go to the banks. They agreed, as I said earlier, to cut the rates. And then the good thing is Blades International really doesn't walk away from it, because they have an audit service which continues to review all the trades that Wood Group does to ensure that the banks are in compliance with what they've agreed to do. Wood uses, as I said, the ongoing transaction analysis work that you do as part of the audit service to ensure that these rates remain in compliance. And I think the good thing is Wood saved a lot of money as a result of the service, and really without negatively impacting any of the banking relationships that we have. So, you know, I think it's a, I hate the saying win-win, but I think it's been a good story for both.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we feel that way.
Yeah.
Well,